Hello and welcome back. I finished playing Donkey Konga 2 earlier. So that is available up on my live stream YouTube channel, youtube.com/at Til Plays live. Switching things over exclusively on Twitch here to continue reacting to recent showcases that I missed. I don't have all the time in the world, so I can't do everything. Last night I watched the Kind of Funny and Mix showcase for indie games that ran about 2 hours long, and I was not expecting that. Then I realized a lot of these showcases are about 2 hours long, so I have to take them in pieces, unfortunately, and I don't have the time to watch all of them. So definitely making some cuts. Not watching the Nacon Connect, not watching the Capcom showcases. There's something called the European Game Showcase, which I'm interested in. I have no idea what that is. Then there's the State of Unreal, which I think is what we're going to watch today here. And there's also the Future Game Show, which happened yesterday. So definitely want to watch Future Game Show, but I believe it's longer. So I opted for the shorter one here, where we can skip through some things. So that's the State of Unreal. And I believe from like the preview, this might be, and I think it's usually the case for the State of Unreal. This might be a traditional keynote style presentation. So I think that's what we're up for. There's gonna be a lot of technical speak. There's gonna be a lot of like presenters talking about like stuff that they have planned. But there's gonna be some game showcases, so that's what we're looking forward to. I know that this one has the Captain America Black Panther game, which was shown all over social media, so I could not escape it. So that's exciting. But otherwise, I don't know what else is in the show or in this presentation. So we'll see. Usually we do these as Instagram can't see. Fix that. Usually we do these as um group reactions for Spawn Trap, which is our podcast channel at youtube.com/at Spawn Trap Games. um Where's my camera pointing? I need to fix this. So it's gotta be. So I'm over here, so it's gotta be pointing more this way. Okay. I had to move this for the Donkey Kong. So I think all messed up. But all right, now I'm in the center. There we go. Um. So yeah, also my keyboard mat's on the floor because it was my bongos for the game were sliding all over the place, and that thing needs to be cleaned anyway. So just threw it on the floor because I'm gonna clean it later. Um. So yeah, usually we do these as group reactions for the podcast channel. But these ones we couldn't watch live, and I don't really think these are worth like organizing a group event for. Maybe the future game show was, but I had plans and it was too last minute, and um, I don't think anybody else was available. So I'm gonna do that one for sure on this channel. I just don't know when. I'm gonna maybe find time tonight, but I'm gonna be busy after the stream. Then I gotta work on the free games video. So if you don't know, youtube.com/at free video games is another YouTube channel I have where I tell you about free games that you could play every weekend. So also check that out. So links to everything should be in the description down below, in the Linktree link. But pretty much you go to or the Linktree link down in the bottom left corner of the screen here. That will give you all the YouTube channels that you need to follow and subscribe to and turn on notifications for. But for this one here, I'm gonna be reacting to the State of Unreal at GDC. Yeah, that's right. GDC was this week. I think it's still going on. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the gaming sphere right now. So a lot of big announcements, a lot of discussions. So yeah, exciting times. Not really. Not for the industry as a whole. It's kind of a lot of bad stuff happening right now. But you know, at least there's stuff to look forward to. Let's see what this is all about. Uh, yeah, and by the way, I might be skipping through stuff to try to like speed up the process. So we're not gonna watch the entire thing one to one, but so there might be some stuff I skipped through. Also, I'm gonna be eating cucumber because I'm tired. I'm hungry. I played through a lot of clapping and bongos, so we're having a snack. We skipped forward. That's right, Fortnite. Yeah, sure. Stray Gods is the game I want to play. Actually, it was in the I think I put it in the Instagram polls, but I don't think it won any votes. I had the volume all the way up. I think the stream volume is just really low, which is surprising. It's usually super loud. Definitely want it -6. Oh, this isn't the start. Where's the start? Oh, okay. This stream is a lot shorter than I thought then.
In? Yeah. All right, ready?
This is like an intro thing. I should have skipped ahead. All right, here we go. I just dropped my pen. Oh, what are we in for today? Cool. Woo! Also, the volume got louder.
Wow, some incredible work over there. Okay, hello and welcome to the State of Unreal 2024. Before I jump in, you may be wondering why it's me up here kicking things off instead of Tim Sweeney, as he's done for the past decade. That's because he's down in Australia fighting the good fight for all developers. What we're fighting for is a big part of why we're here today. It's about opening the market so that you can have a fair deal.
Yeah, against
build and
Apple.
distribute your games on any platform.
Yeah.
We have a fantastic show in store for you today, celebrating exciting new features for Unreal Engine 5.4, as well as a lot of cool updates for UEFN and the Epic Games Store. So, over the years, this show has become less and less about us and more about you, the Unreal Engine community. So today, we'll also be hearing from a bunch of awesome developers that are making kick-ass games in Unreal and our other offerings. Since last year, there's been quite a bit of activity in the Unreal ecosystem, and the most recent news is from the world of animation. The short film, War is Over, directed by Dave Mullins and produced by Brad Booker, won an Academy Award for the Best Animated Short. The film was inspired by the music of John Lennon and Yoko Ono, and was created all in Unreal Engine by our great friends and longtime collaborators at Weta Effects. Over the years, we've worked closely with Peter Jackson's team at Weta, and the relationship has pushed the engine to do things that you've all benefited from. And now their work in UE has really paid off with an Oscar. Congratulations to the entire team, a couple of who I'm sure they're in the audience somewhere here. Many of you are leveraging the full stack of offerings from Epic, from tools and content to services and distribution. We're always working to
It's,
improve our
I know I'm
speed right
silent
now,
right now. This is
regardless of whether
interesting
you're
though.
developing with UE or even another engine. And through UEFN, we're also helping to connect you to a massively engaged audience where you can make real money when players engage with what you've built. And when it comes to Unreal, our engine is your engine. And we've been pushing the envelope with what can be done using UE.
Also,
with
they
new
have
features and games within
they have a
Fortnite.
huge leg up right now
Every product we
because
make is battle
their
tested and delivered by
competitor,
us, and we strive
like
to
their
make
biggest
an engine that helps
competitor,
teams of every size succeed.
which
And
I'm
with source
blanking
code
on right
easily
now,
available, you have
um,
no hidden
I had a
barrier
bad
holding you
fucking
back.
year last year.
Because our engine truly is your engine,
They made
we
some
also
really
want to thank
bad
you, the community of
decisions.
developers, for pushing great
Made
titles back
Unreal
into
Engine look
Unreal,
like a lot more
either
appealing.
directly or indirectly through the marketplace, making the engine better for all of us. We make the core engine.
Unity.
You make it Unreal.
Unity fucked
Okay.
up big time
Are you
last
ready
year.
to see something really is truly unreal?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's roll it.
Oh, is this yeah, this is the Marvel game?
Searching house.
Because it's in Paris.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
This is the Yep, this is the Marvel game.
I'm
Yeah.
more concerned with a 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy.
And it's Amy Hennig, I think is the name of the person who's leading this, who worked on
By my
Uncharted.
count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's 2 too
Yeah.
many.
Let's go.
I'll be there before the sun rises.
This looks
before the
interesting.
Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful. Stand me.
When am I not?
So I think that's T'Chaka, this
Better if I
Black
tackle this one
Panther's
alone.
father,
You may.
or it might be
encounter
his,
some obstacles.
That won't be a problem.
or it might be T'Chaka's father. So T'Challa's
Our cat
grandfather.
friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
I guess it would make sense if it was more his grandfather. Let's see.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not.
Oh,
take
I've seen an
orders
alternate version of
from
this.
anyone.
I don't have time for this.
Neither do
Yeah,
I.
I've seen a completely different take on this trailer. It was much longer, and he didn't have his mask. So they have 2 different cuts of this trailer. Coming 2025. That guy has a trumpet. Why? Okay, so it's Captain America, Black Panther, which I think it might be T'Challa's grandfather. And I don't remember what his grandfather's name was. I know his father's name's T'Chaka.
Okay, do you want to hear some more about
An
that?
American soldier.
It's my... Okay, great.
There's an
It's my
American
pleasure to
soldier
introduce
on the
one of
left.
greatest
I don't.
storytellers in video
I think they're
games,
just random
my good
characters,
friend, Amy Hennig.
like
Amy, come on up.
characters that they just made up for the game. So there's a American soldier on the left you can play as, and then there's the Wakandan soldier on the right.
Thank you, Kim. And look, we are so excited to finally show what we've been working on at Skydance New Media. And I just got to say, I am so proud of what the team has accomplished. My God.
It's
Right?
incredible.
Right.
Amy, I'm sure the audience is wanting to know more about your game and the team. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. Well, as the trailer hopefully illustrates, we are creating a story-driven World War II era Marvel action-adventure game with an ensemble of playable heroes. But here's what's important to note. People might not think this. This isn't some custom demo that we made just for this show. That's our game.
That is your
Right? All the sequences you just saw in that trailer are all pulled right out of our game, running real time in Unreal Engine 5, no smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. I'd expect nothing less from your team. They're absolutely incredible.
I don't know if I've
As with
fully
many of your
believed
past
that.
projects, You're
to be
really bridging
honest.
the gap between films and games. But this is a whole new level. What's different nowadays compared to the old days?
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, you and I have known each other for what, over a decade now?
Over a decade, yeah.
Right. And we immediately hit it off, and I think it's because we've been chasing the same dream, right?
Yes.
Which is to create richly interactive experiences that are cinematic, immersive, and make you feel like you're in a movie, but with all the player agency that you expect from a really great game, right?
Absolutely.
And in the past, this has always felt like it was just beyond our grasp. But I think we're finally crossing that threshold.
Yeah, we're trying our best.
Yes, we're trying our best, yeah. And look, when we're telling a character-driven story, it's critical for us to be able to really faithfully capture and honor every nuance of our actors' stellar performances. So we've been incredibly grateful to be able to partner closely with our friends on the MetaHuman team to tell our story.
Tell us a little bit about the visuals in the game.
Well, again, thanks to Epic and the Unreal Engine development team, we've been able to leverage some of the new Nanite and Lumen features being released in the 5.4. And honestly, this is really helping our team to achieve a level of visual fidelity.
There's a
that
in the extended
enables us to
version of that
present this authentically
alternate
grounded, lovely
extended version of that trailer.
Well, let's go a little bit deeper
Um,
and see some of these features that the team has
you
used.
you could see
by
like
firing up a
more of
level
the
in the game.
facial animations with Captain America and Black
Sounds good.
Panther,
Okay. First,
and
I'd like to
they look
introduce some of my
incredible.
colleagues.
The,
Colin
I
Hannon,
know
our
it's
cinematic
available on
animation
like
director.
it's been everywhere on social media, so easy to find if you can find it and look it up. It looks really good.
And Roman Adiola.
I'm
our
super
director of
surprised at
photography.
this game.
So Colin will be live and editor, and Roman will be on the virtual camera, just like he is at all of our performance.
Wait, what are they
capture
doing?
shoots. So, if you all are ready, let's switch the feed and go back to that bridge environment.
Okay.
And let's see. Yep, you're live. Good.
Okay.
Okay. So Colin, let's boom down and take a closer look at this environment. So to create a really immersive game experience, the characters and environments have to work together.
So they can actually film, like they can mimic filming in a game. Okay.
So we need to start with authentic and densely detailed environments as the
That
setting.
that's actually pretty cool. That
And look, because part of our story is set in
that does
1940s
make it
occupied
feel more
Paris,
cinematic
we
for
needed
sure.
the world to have a really believable and visceral level of detail and grit, as you can see here. So Roman, why don't we focus on the ground here for a bit? Now look at that. That's an amazing amount of detail. It would have been nearly impossible to
Yeah.
get something this complex to run in real time without the new features in 5.4.
What PC
So,
specs
Tim,
do you
let's
need
talk about some of the levels of detail that
in
we're
this
seeing.
game?
So we're talking about Nanite's new adaptive
I'll get
tessellation
this for PS5
So,
or
whilst
Series
Nanite
X.
lets you create environments like you're seeing here of incredible detail, the memory requirements can become impractical to realize for such a level of complexity across a huge level without the need for lots of instancing. And we thought that was a challenge and we wanted to deal with it.
So, Colin, let's actually strip this scene right down to the dirt so folks can see what we're talking about.
So, see how simple this
Huh.
is? Relatively simple ground plane. Actually, let's show the triangle so you can actually see what's there. Just a few hundred triangles. Let's pop it back to the beauty render view. But with this new dynamic tessellation capability, we can actually displace that simple geometry.
That's cool that
and
the
create
rendering
really
that shit on the
three-dimensional
fly.
Geometry of the quality that you're used to with Nanite. With nothing more than layering tile textures and using shader logic, you can make incredibly complex effects. So instead of me trying to explain it, let's get Colin to show the magic, and let's see a transformation of this face. This technique
Yeah.
allows you to see an unprecedented
the,
level of geometric detail. It's
stone,
also memory efficient and can
snow,
be changed dynamically in the
dirt.
runtime of your game. So things like footprints or tire tracks or even
Tire tracks,
supernatural effects, if you
shrubbage.
would want them, can be visualized. And just to show how this
Snow,
simple
water,
geometry has now been transformed,
mud.
let's have a look at the triangle view again. There you go. What you expect from Nanite. So it's a really, really small,
This is
interesting
okay.
technique
We're
to
not
actually
really
get
seeing
detail
it
to the
because
essence
it's
of
really
games
compressed on the
without
stream.
crazy,
So it's
crazy
like there's
amounts of
too
depth.
much happening, so now
Switch
everything
it
looks
back to
super
the
blurry.
detail view. Thank you.
And okay, now we're
and
back
of course,
to the.
as you can imagine, this technology isn't just useful for
So
the
I'm
ground,
sure that
but
looked great on
it applies to
stage,
every
but
detail in the environment.
we couldn't
So
really see that
let's
that
fly
well.
over to that
Where's my
pile of
mouse?
objects
Why
on
can't I
the
see my
left over
mouse?
there, for example.
Make
And
sure
Colin,
that's
while we
this
do,
is
can you kill those headlights for me?
staying on 1080p
Cool,
here.
Thank you. Okay, so imagine our challenge. We're trying to authentically recreate a harsh winter in occupied Paris. That
Looks
means
sick.
every prop, every object, every detail, every rooftop needs to be realistically blanketed in snow. So now let's show how we can dial up the snow accumulation on these objects, right? And of course, we can dial it back as desired.
It's making me feel chilly, actually.
Based
Yeah,
on
actually, it's a little
the
cold up here.
Or maybe
based on the surface.
And remember, of
objects.
course, like Kim said, thanks to this technology, this is all actual geometry. So you can
Yeah.
see how tools like these would really empower even a small team to art direct and set dress their environments dynamically. It enables our artists to create a series of layers in the environment and then build up the complexity, layer by layer by layer. Now, speaking of set dressing, let's go check out that fire barrel over by the watchtower we saw earlier. Yeah, that's the one there. And let's turn on a light to really illuminate the smoke coming out of the barrel. Thank you. Look at that. That's
Cool.
amazing. We could have never achieved effects this realistic in the past.
So this is what we call heterogeneous volumes. In the past, effects like these would be done with particle sprites, but that's kind of a cheat that often breaks down and can look flat. It's nice from afar, but far from nice, as we say back in the UK. So if we look at the glow of the fire as it dynamically illuminates the volumetric smoke, you can see that light transmitting through the volume. You can also see that the smoke
Oh,
itself
yeah.
is casting shadows onto the world, but also itself.
Yeah.
These volumetrics can also mix with more traditional
That's
effects as well.
crazy.
So if you do want to put particles in there, fog, or
Oh
even
my
clouds,
God,
you
that's
can do it.
awesome.
It all works in a unified way. You can run the simulation, the smoke simulation, in Unreal Engine natively if you want, or you can import OpenVDB datasets as sparse volume textures, resulting in film quality visual effects, volumetric visual effects, all running in real time that are totally responsive to dynamic lighting.
Yeah, and it just looks incredible. Now, of course, all of this is just to help us tell our story, right? And the story is nothing without great characters. So let's head back over to the bridge and catch up with Cap. Now, an essential part of any character's persona, particularly a Marvel hero, is their look. And it can be really distracting if the outfit doesn't look as realistic and believable as the rest of the world. So you can see Cap's leather uniform fits just like you would expect in real life, with all the correct material properties and the complexity of creases forming as he moves.
From a technical perspective, this is where we can effectively utilize machine learning. We can set up and run complex simulations in a package like Houdini and import that
Honestly,
data into
that
3D. We then use
costume
this to
looks
train
great.
an
I
ML
like.
model, producing film quality
That's one of the better
decorations
costumes
that
I've
run
seen,
in
and I
real time.
and I think it looks better than
None
anything
of this
from the
matters without
MCU.
great
To be
facial
honest,
performances. So,
I wasn't a huge
let's
fan
bring
of the
Azuri,
MCU costumes,
T'Challa's grandfather,
except for
and
his
our Black Panther,
shield
into
outfit.
this
I like
scene,
that one.
This time with his mask off.
But I know who you are.
Oh, here we go.
Captain, America's hero.
Here we
dancing
go.
around in red, white, and blue underwear. That shield that you hide behind does not belong to you. You are unworthy of it.
All right, and as he pauses here, Roman, why don't you go in really close and really show everybody the detail that we have in these models. It's insane, right? Like,
Amazing.
it's essential for us to retain every nuance of the outstanding performance that our actor, Kari Payton, brought to Azuri's character. What you just saw there were untouched metahuman animator solves. So working with the metahuman process, we've been able to honor our amazing actors' performances and faithfully transform them into equally powerful digital performances. Now, of course, it all starts with the actor's talent, and we're fortunate to have two of our cast with us in the audience today. So I'd like to introduce Drew Moorline, who plays Captain America.
Yay!
Yeah.
Azuri. Okay, that's his grandfather's name. All right.
And Kari Payton, our Black Panther. See, they hug. They're friends. They're not really fighting. It's all good. And of course, I want to take this opportunity to thank them and the rest of our wonderful cast for going on this incredibly crazy journey with us. And now, as a special treat, let's take a look at the entire bridge scene that you saw earlier. But this time, we'll keep Azuri's mask off to really showcase what we can do when all this incredible talent and all these amazing features.
Wonder if you get to choose in the
But
game if
remember,
you want to see
this is
stuff
running
with their
entirely in real time.
masks on or off.
That's far enough!
Here we go. This is the scene I
I'm
saw.
here on the business of the United States government.
Yours is not the only business here. Stay out of my way.
Stand aside.
I do not take orders from anyone. Turn around, boy. Go home.
Look, pal, I don't know who you are.
But I know who you are. Captain. America's hero. Dancing around in red, white, and blue underwear.
Says the man dressed like an overgrown house cat.
That shield that you hide behind does not belong to you. You are unworthy of it.
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
It's so sick, right?
All in engine, and just to show there's no cheating going on, hey, Colin, can you show the editor and the sequencer timelines? So it really is running on Unreal Engine.
We don't cheat.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I believe him now.
So,
Damn.
absolutely incredible. I've never seen performances in a video game that are so believable. The storytelling, the action, I can't wait. It's going to be so good to play. Anyway, Amy, Colin, Roman, thank you so much for showing your game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can't wait for it to ship.
I was like, okay. I'm like, all right,
They
that
don't
sounds
win that
interesting.
over.
Like when they
Yeah,
announced the
back to work,
game
back to
initially,
work.
I'm like, I guess we'll see what it is. But this got me so hyped for it. The problem is I don't know what the game is. Like I don't know what kind of game it is.
So,
But
to get
based
more
off
information on what you've just seen here, there'll
the
be a
person
text
who
talk
worked
at
on
12:30
Uncharted,
in
I
this
can
room,
imagine
to go over
it's
all
an
the
action
fine
adventure
details.
game, and
Now,
that's
to get more
definitely up my
detail on
alley,
the,
and I'm definitely
on the
excited for it.
exciting new features of Unreal Engine 5.4, I'd like to bring to the stage our Vice President of Engineering, my good friend,
Yeah, I need
Simon
to.
Tourangeau.
What was the
on,
actual
Simon.
title of that game?
Take it away, brother.
Hold on.
Simon Tourangeau. To get more
I want
30
to see the. There we go. 1943 Rise of Hydra.
All right, so to get more information on what you've just seen here, there'll be a tech talk at 12:30 p.m. in this room to go over all the fine details. Now, to get more detail on the on the exciting new features of Unreal Engine 5.4, I'd like to bring to the stage our Vice President of Engineering, my good friend, Simon Tourangeau. Come on, Simon. Take it away, brother.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's
Hi,
been
Simon.
a busy year since the last GDC. Back in October, we shipped UE 5.3. Then, in December, we launched Fortnite Chapter 5, along with LEGO Fortnite, Rocket Racing, and Festival in our Big Bang event. And now, we're about to ship UE 5.4. Everything we shipped over last year has made UE a better engine for you and the entire community of Unreal developers. So let's take a look at what's coming. On the rendering side, we just saw some of the beautiful scenes in the Skydance demo. They showed what can be achieved with nanite tessellation. There were also nice volumetric effects using our heterogeneous volume feature. In 5.4, you'll also get other features like local fog volumes and Niagara lightweight emitters, just to name a few. But most importantly, we've made a lot of performance improvements. We now have faster lumen, shadows, and ray tracing. We've added variable rate shading for nanite. We massively improved instant sculling, and we significantly improved parallelism in the renderer. You name it, we made it faster. With the city sample demo that shipped in 5.0, our console tests showed that the render thread time was reduced by 50%, and the GPU time decreased by 25%. Now, let's talk about animation. Over the past year, our team has been hard at work on a world-class update to our animation systems, and I'm happy to share that our motion matching technology is now production ready. Motion matching is a simple yet powerful way to animate characters in games. Instead of handcrafted state machines, motion matching continuously selects the best frame of animation to play from its motion database. It aims to closely match the current pose of the character as well as its past and future movement. Our implementation scales with the size of your data set to reach the high fidelity you need, and it uses pose warping algorithms to fill in the gaps. But motion matching is a tool for more
put
than
this in
just
the new
motion.
Mirror's Edge game.
As you can see here, it's used for jumping, falling, and complex traversal.
Except that would only make sense in a third person.
We use 3D
view, I
trajectory
guess.
prediction to produce seamless transitions with anticipation and long follow
I guess maybe for other characters that
this
you're
results in much more believable
free running
animation.
with, but
We've also built world-class authoring and debugging tools, like the Rewind Debugger, that allows you to record, inspect, and edit your motion databases to understand and improve your transitions. The motion matching system has been battle-tested and is ready for prime time. It has been in use in Fortnite since the launch of Chapter 5 in December, running on all characters, on all platforms. And to help you get started, we will be releasing a sample project based on what you've seen today. This project will include over 500 AAA animations created from high-end motion capture data with the locomotion and traversal data set used in this demo. Best of all, it will be free for all
even have
Unreal
to do
Engine
motion
developers
capture now.
and
Just
compatible
use
with
these
the
assets.
MetaHuman rig. Now, a lot about creating a game is about telling a story. To bring their ideas and visions to life, storytellers must iterate constantly and efficiently. They must be able to get the right animation, the right camera angle, and the perfect lighting that completes the scene. We've been investing in our animation authoring tools with Control Rig and Sequencer, and we've now reached a very important milestone. For the first time, a full game production, LEGO Fortnite, was rigged and animated entirely in Engine with no external DCC used. And so far, we've produced over 240 minutes of animation for LEGO Fortnite across gameplay, emotes, cinematics, and trailers. Working entirely in Unreal Engine means there is no round-tripping with an external DCC, no exporting. Being able to see everything in context, lighting, camera, animation, iterating and making changes in real time with final pixels is a real game changer. But our animators always tell us that behind every great animation is a great rig. In Unreal Engine 5.4, creating rigs becomes much quicker and easier than before with modular control rigs. Creators also have the ability to author skeletons and skin weights and take advantage of our new suite of deformers to help achieve fundamental rig features such as squash and stretch. These tools have changed the way we bring our stories to life, and we're excited to share them with you. Now, with games getting bigger with more complex content, developer iteration will always be top of mind. We've significantly improved C++ compilation times with the help of our new Unreal Build Accelerator for highly performant distributed code builds. On our build farm, we now see that Unreal Editor compiles 2 to 3 times faster. You'll also be happy to hear that we compile far fewer shaders in the editor as well as during cooks. And finally, we improved the onboarding process for Unreal Cloud DDC for large distributed teams. We've been quite busy.
This
on
is all
video front
technical,
too.
but it's
Meta Sounds
impressive.
was the foundation for audio in all our new experiences. We had granular synthesized vehicles in rocket racing,
Okay.
a simple accurate weapon overall in Battle Royale, dynamic ambience and music in LEGO Fortnite, rhythm games in Festival and Jam, and 3D user-created music in UEFN's Patchwork. And to help sound designers
The hell is
understand,
this?
debug, and create powerful next-gen audio, we're shipping a new experimental audio profiling tool called Audio Insights. If you're a sound designer and want to make something truly unique and immersive, Meta Sounds is the right tool for you. Now, let's talk about our procedural content generation framework, which we released as experimental last year. With PCG, artists
There's a lot
can
of
build vast
excited
worlds
people in the audience
efficiently
for all this
in a
shit.
completely art-directable way. Using a node graph to set up parameterized rule sets, you can create fast, iterative, and deterministic procedural content, even at runtime.
That's cool.
For 5.4, we added new features such as runtime hierarchical generation, attribute set tables, feedback loops, and the list goes on. We use the PCG framework in our internal production, including LEGO Fortnite. In fact, the team developed their own world creation system using PCG to craft their massive environments. Their system generates a vast amount of unique tiles, which are then assembled on the fly to compose a unique world for each player to experience. Our learnings translate into new ways for you to use the framework, develop new tools, and create your own gameplay opportunities. To get you started, we are also releasing a PCG biome creation plugin as a concrete example of a flexible, data-driven tool with built with a systemic approach featuring the latest improvement. So we're happy to announce that the PCG framework is going beta with UE 5.4 and planning to be production ready by GDC 2025. Speaking of LEGO Fortnite, the game has been an amazing opportunity to battle test and improve some of our features.
Sure, yeah.
Chaos physics was heavily optimized to support large-scale building and destruction with a new prediction model to create fewer and smoother
Honestly,
directions for
this
physics
looks more fun than Minecraft.
It's worth noting that
Minecraft
the
got
multiplayer
boring.
physics sandbox runs server-side and therefore provides coherent
But yeah,
performance
Legos.
simulation on all platforms.
I haven't
Our
played this yet.
data-oriented programming framework called MASS was put to the test to simulate and hold more than 6 million lightweight actors. And finally, we optimized the engine storage, memory usage, and perfs, resulting in LEGO Fortnite working great across all platforms, including mobile. With all of this work, Unreal Engine is now even better for your own ambitious cross-platform projects.
Cool.
I hope you enjoyed this short glimpse of all the cool things our teams have been working on. I invite you all to check out Preview 1 of Unreal Engine 5.4 available today, with the full release coming in a month or so. To get a deeper dive into our animation updates, join us for our Tech Talk later this afternoon, and check out our Tech Talks, check out our talks at our Learning Theater in our booth over at Moscone. And as always, you can visit our roadmap to learn more about the future of Unreal Engine. Enjoy the rest of the show, and please welcome Dana Cowley.
That's cool. That's a cool showcase. All the shit that Unreal can do, man.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm thrilled to be back at GDC to show you what a few more of our partners are working on this year.
Yeah.
And from AAA to independent teams, Unreal developers are building loads of highly anticipated games. You're telling new stories. You're translating creative IP across platforms. And you're bringing the worlds of interactive entertainment and cinema closer together than ever before. And speaking of movies, we're excited to share that studios have used Unreal Engine to deliver more than 800
showing,
films and television shows to date.
Some movie stuff.
And that's a 45% increase in the number of productions from last year. And it goes to show just how fast this community in media and entertainment is growing. And now, get ready to experience some of the magic being brought to the Dune universe through the open world survival game, Dune Awakening. Please welcome Joel Bylos from Funcom.
Thank you, Dana. Ever since the first time I read Dune, I was fascinated by the exotic universe that Frank Herbert had created. And then came the movies from Legendary, Warner Brothers, and Denis Villeneuve, who brought Dune to the screen in the most epic way imaginable. So, when Funcom had the opportunity to turn Dune into an open-world survival MMO, we were extremely excited and a little bit nervous. The challenge of recreating the universe of Dune is vast. Our team embraced the idea of using brutalist architecture.
Honestly, I haven't seen these movies yet.
To create a world that dwarfs and swallows the player.
But
fortunately for us, we've been
I remember
with
seeing
Legendary
the
right from
announcement for the game.
We got to walk around the sets that they had built for the movie to see how it felt to be transported into the world of Arrakis. And our concept team used this knowledge to help inspire the visual language of the game. And we were very grateful to work with Greg Fraser, the visionary who won the Oscar for cinematography on Dune Part 1. Greg is an artist with light, a master of visual tone, and his vision for Arrakis has greatly shaped our world. Let's have a look.
When I saw the complexity that Dune 2 was going to have from its pre-production perspective and from its planning perspective, I realized that being able to use Unreal Engine, being able to have control over light, staging, all in pre-production was only ever going to speed up the process. A large part of what we used Unreal for was to pre-plan the shots that we were trying to achieve so that we were able to then put metahuman characters into the location to pre-plan when the shadow was going to reveal them, when the shadow was going to be off them.
Oh.
So using Unreal in pre-production was a godsend.
That's kind of
The
that's
guys
kind of
that
cool.
making the Dune Awakening game have been quite inspired by the world that we had built in Dune.
They
Part
use
1.
Unreal Engine to
And
plan the
they've
lighting.
Built a world which
that's
continues
really cool.
The world that
I
we built
would have
in
never
film,
thought of that.
and actually probably even expands upon it and builds a world that's greater than the film that we've made. And what excites me going forward in the future is that you got gaming on this side and film on this side, and they've been very separated up until now, but slowly they're coming together. And I think right now we're at a point where they're literally crossing over. And I think the skills from gaming technology and the skills from filmmakers are going to cross-pollinate and become useful for each other.
So, from book to film to game, we needed to take the leap from authored story to player-driven sandbox and create the possibility spaces for our world. We needed to build a world of discovery, exploration, and survival. And for this, we turned to Unreal Engine. It comes with the flexibility of the blueprint system so we can set up those sandbox interactions. It provides a world-leading renderer for amazing visuals, and thanks to Nanite, we can use high poly models at all distances, making the landscape something truly epic to behold. To build our world, we use Houdini with Unreal to generate landscapes with a non-destructive workflow that allows our level designers to sculpt and regenerate without causing issues. And for Dune, we knew that our sand had to be world-class. Using Unreal plugins such as Fluid Ninja, we were able to build sand displacement technology that reacts to small details like footprints from a player's walk or run. And finally, Lumen provides a lighting system that combines global illumination and bounce lighting to make both our exteriors and our interiors look truly stunning. For us, working with the Unreal Engine toolset, collaborating with our partners at Legendary, and working in the universe that was created by Frank Herbert and brought to life by Denis Villeneuve has been truly inspirational and exciting, and a lot of hard work as well. Humans have always had this drive to create, to build worlds, whether in text, on screens, or in games. As a company, we've been on this journey for a long time, crafting open worlds where players can live out their dreams and fantasies. So with that, we're very excited to share our latest trailer with you.
There we go.
Thank you very much for listening.
I'm hoping to see gameplay, because... Here we go. Alright. This kind of looks fun.
Thank you, Joel, for showing us this beautiful exploration of Arrakis and for giving us a glimpse into what's coming soon. Continuing with the theme of game developers creating new worlds that are faithful to the stories that fans love, Zynga's Natural Motion Games is expanding one of the most popular galaxies in entertainment, and they are here to give us a new look at Star Wars Hunters.
Doesn't
Please
Zynga
welcome
make
Rich Kemp to the stage.
Candy Crush?
Thank you, Dana. Hello and good morning. As Senior Art Director at Zynga's Natural Motion Games, I have the privilege of working on Star Wars Hunters with the rest of our amazing team. And I'm excited to talk to you about our upcoming cross-platform arena shooter. In our game, players will face off in 4v4 multiplayer battles, selecting from a roster of brand new characters to fight in battlefields inspired by iconic Star Wars locations. Hunters squad up and head into battle against the competition, both friendly and fierce. Our vision for this game is to create new and authentic expressions of Star Wars characters based on iconic archetypes familiar to fans, but with an all-new twist. Set on a new planet called Vespara, fans from across the galaxy take their seats in one of our many arenas to see the hunters fight in thrilling matches and cheer on their heroes up close and personal. Today, we're going to focus on some specifics around mobile development and the
I'm going to write the
opportunities that
Dune
using
game because
Unreal Engine
I'm
has
at least
opened up for
interested
us.
in it.
This is Reeve, one of our most iconic and popular hunters from our soft launch. It took a lot of work to create this lightsaber-wielding dark side assassin you see before you, starting with us collaborating closely with our colleagues at Lucasfilms on ways we can create something grounded in the Star Wars galaxy while still keeping the sense of larger-than-life personality that is unique to our game. We wanted each hunter to have their own unique playstyle and character, so rapid iteration was critical. Using Unreal's animation features, coupled with our character creation tool, we found efficiencies in prototyping by reusing animations from hunter to hunter and identifying gaps that we could fill with simple animations created within Unreal itself. Using Unreal's multiple pie views and networking modes allowed us to test and tweak multiplayer abilities rapidly, which supports us in achieving great gameplay experiences across all of our maps and modes. In particular, the option to control one view with mouse and keyboard and another with controller means two people can play in one machine at once and then tweak the gameplay in real time. This is very useful for understanding not only how it feels to use a weapon or ability, but also how it feels to have it used on you. And this is particularly important to nail an ability like Reeve's Vicious Leap, where the player needs to feel powerful, but also in control. Unreal has been a great asset in helping us build and deliver a game that looks great and is an authentic addition to the Star Wars universe. We recently revamped our lighting, making full use of Unreal's best-in-class lighting tools, and this has significantly enhanced our visuals. This upgrade delivers a broad spectrum of vivid colors and realistic material interactions with scalable performance across all of our platforms.
I wonder how many games
Unreal
are
Engine's dynamic tools
showcasing
have
because
played
they're spending a lot of
pivotal
time
role
on
in
each game.
infusing our cosmetics with character without the need for
There's
extra
only
animations.
got to be like a few
This
games.
secondary movement in the scene further brings
I guess
our world
it's
to
more
life,
on the technical
and it's
aspects
particularly
and
impactful on smaller screens. By
and what
incorporating HDR
the engine
cube
can
maps,
do.
we've
But
heightened the richness and vibrancy of our materials across all of our characters and environments. Unreal Engine 5's advanced post-processing and cinematic features have enabled us to seamlessly create marketing assets from the newer version of the engine. We're incredibly proud of how, with the help of Unreal, we were able to craft this high-quality cross-platform experience, both in terms of gameplay and visual fidelity on all of our platforms. We can't wait for you to play it on iOS, Android, and Nintendo Switch soon. Thank you, and see you in the arena.
Okay. Why not PC? iOS, Android, and
Thanks, Rich.
Switch.
The game looks awesome, and we cannot wait to play it. You know, another thing we love to see is developers building brand new IP from the ground up. And we've long admired the work of
Yeah,
our
because
talented
so
developers
far
in Korea
we've
who are
seen
always pushing the
Marvel
state-of-the-art
property,
of
Dune
massively
property,
multiplayer
and
games.
Star Wars.
Chrono Odyssey is no
Are those all
exception,
Disney?
and it has captured the attention of players
Just all been
at
Disney
a global
games?
scale. So let's hear some more from
Dune's
Bonggang
Disney,
Bae,
right?
the CEO of Chrono Studio.
Might be wrong on that.
땡큐 데이나. 안녕하세요. 크로노 스튜디오의 배봉건입니다. 저희 대표 게임인 크로노 오디세이 진행을 상황을 공유드리게 되어 매우 기쁩니다.
Hello everyone, this is Bonggon Bae from Chrono Studio. Today, we're excited to share the progress of our flagship title, Chrono Odyssey.
크로노 오디세이는 시공간까지 조작할 수 있는 MMORPG를 목표로 2021년부터 시작하여 지금까지 120명의 최고의 개발자들과 오픈월드 MMORPG를 만들기 위해 노력하고 있습니다. 세테라의 광활한 오픈월드, 액션, 모험, 성장, 제작을 게이머분들께서 즐길 수 있도록 노력하고 있습니다.
Since 2021, we've been focused on creating an MMORPG that manipulates space and time. With our team of nearly 120 top-tier developers, it has expanded into an open-world action MMORPG where gamers can enjoy action, adventure, growth, and item crafting in our vast open world. In this open world, players will have to manipulate their environments by traveling between past, present, and future worlds to save Cetera.
6개의 클래스,
18개의
How
웹폰을
does this game
활용한
work?
특징적인 전투뿐만 아니라 시공간을 활용한 액션의 재미를 곁들여 자유로운 전투의 재미를 구현하였습니다.
In Cetera, there are 6 distinct combat classes and 18 weapons. All classes can manipulate space and time, giving players a unique battle experience. Players can travel through space and go to designated time zones to gain advantage during thrilling battles.
Okay, that's time
데이터
work.
레이어 기능을 사용하여 로딩 없이 실시간으로 변하는 과거,
Okay,
현재,
it's
미래 세테라 월드를 구현하였고
intriguing just
이를
because
통해
I'm trying to picture it.
게이머분들께서는
It's an
자유로운
action
시공간
game
탐험을
in an
재미있게 즐길 수 있습니다.
MMO.
We've used data layers to create real-time environments and layer them on top of one another to enable players to travel through past, present, and future states of the Cetera landscape seamlessly.
How does that work as an
Players can gain
MMO
additional
though?
resources through traveling to the past and fight against stronger enemies in the
It
future.
sounds awesome
In this
as an
instance,
action
we're traveling
game.
from the present to the future.
Like, that's
월드
such a cool
파티션 기능을
concept, but I
사용하여
don't get how it works as an
12제곱킬로미터
MMO.
이상의 랜드스케이프 약 50만 개의 액터를 구현하였고 이를 통해 게이머분들은 친구들과 함께 자유로운 월드 탐험의 재미를 느낄 수 있습니다.
World partition allows us to efficiently create a massive open world exceeding 12 square kilometers with about 500,000 actors, and then stream it smoothly to enhance the cinematic look and feel of the environment, all while allowing for multiplayer adventures.
극도로 자유로운 커스터마이징 기능을 통해 수많은 유저가 자신의 개성을 표현하며 게임을 즐길 수 있도록 구현하였습니다.
And finally, through our extremely flexible customization system, players can freely express their personality.
Character
by creating their
customization
character,
lately in
ensuring
big
that each
games has been
character you meet
crazy.
in Cetera is as unique as your own.
이 자리에서 처음으로 공개하는 크로노 오디세이의 새로운 트레일러 영상을 함께 즐겨주세요.
Now, we are excited to show you our brand new trailer for Chrono Odyssey. Please
Okay.
enjoy.
Chrono Odyssey. This is probably not gonna be something I check out because it's an MMO and there's probably like subscription costs and everything involved with it, but this looks sick though. This looks crazy. Holy shit, look at this world, man. Yo, this looks insane. What? Man, I'm kind of upset this is not just an action game. Because there's like, this is a new action game coming out, and I'd be like, oh, damn, I'm down. But the fact this is an MMO, like, I don't know. I'm writing it down, though. Chrono Odyssey.
Yeah. Chrono Odyssey looks incredible. And we couldn't be happier to announce that it is coming to the Epic Games Store, and you can wishlist it right now.
Cool.
So, here to talk about more what's next for the store is Steve Allison.
Holy, that game looks amazing. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
When you succeed, we succeed. This is a mantra that we use across Epic that highlights our commitment to developer success. And this is what it's all about for us across Unreal Engine, UEFN,
This
Epic
guy
Online
looks like the
Services,
type of guy who
and the
would
Epic
say
Games
that.
Store. I'm Steve Allison, and I'm here to give you an update on EGS and what we're doing for developers.
Like a fucking
The Epic Games
gym
Store reaches a
coach.
huge global audience that continues to grow and should be considered essential in the launch plans of every game coming to PC. Let's take a look at where we're at. We ended 2023 with 270 million PC accounts, peak monthly active users of 75 million, and player spending of over $950 million.
That
We have great
That's crazy
programs for
because
our
most of the
players,
games I
like
get
our
are
free
free.
games program and Epic Rewards. Last year, our users had the opportunity
It's
to
a
claim
lot
80
spending,
games
man.
worth over $2,000 that were free to keep forever.
Yeah.
And Epic Rewards is a first-of-its-kind PC Store loyalty program that gives users 5% back on all eligible purchases.
I did not know that.
Players can use their
I
Epic
should check,
Rewards at their
'cause I definitely
discretion
have made
on
purchases.
future purchases, and this means they have more spending power to buy your content. But since we're at GDC, I want to focus on how we're maximizing developer success. We launched the Epic Game Store in 2018 with an industry-leading 88/12 revenue share, with 88% of all revenue going back to developers on every sale. Recently, we've added more opportunities to increase developer revenue share. On games with in-app purchases, you have the option to use your own payment processing services and take 100% of the revenue for all those transactions.
Yeah, because that's
This
what
past
Epic wants.
October,
It would
we
be
launched 2 new
hypocritical if they
opt-in
didn't
programs
allow
that
that,
give
because that's what
developers
Epic wants to
additional
do
ways
with
maximize their financial success
the App
and
Store.
take home 100%
So,
of net revenue during the first 6 months after their
or
game
the
or app's
just
release.
being on Apple in general.
Epic First Run is an ongoing opt-in exclusivity program for new releases, and now on Epic is a limited-time back catalog incentive program. The combination of our base 88/12 revenue
Oh,
share
I heard about
plus
that. I
these
can't
new
remember
programs
the details on
give you
that.
a menu to build go-to-market
Yeah,
strategies
to
that can maximize your financial
Put
results.
older games on
And
their
don't forget,
platform, yeah.
Unreal Engine developers with royalty-based agreements pay no Unreal Engine royalties on all sales made on the Epic Game Store. Kim mentioned earlier that Epic was fighting the good fight on behalf of all of us, and let's
Yeah.
talk about that for a second.
It feels like they
For the
are.
past
Even
few
though they're
years,
still a major
Epic has
company, they had the
tirelessly been
layoffs,
fighting gatekeepers on
they're
mobile
still kind of
platforms to allow for
shitty,
distribution that is more
giant
fair,
corporation.
more open,
But
built for how we need to run our businesses
it does
today.
feel like they're
And this
fighting for
battle is not
developers.
over yet. However, we have made enough progress, and I am here today to make an announcement that we're super pumped about, and that is that we are hard at work on the Epic Game Store for mobile, targeting to launch on iOS and Android by the end of this year.
I did see that announcement, so that was spoiled for me.
Thank you for that. We're excited to be
Be
leading the
interesting.
charge in bringing Fortnite back to mobile, along with a selection of third-party partners who have expressed interest in joining us when we launch. With our expansion into mobile platforms, EGS will become the first ever game-focused, multi-platform store that will work across Android, iOS, PC, and Mac, anchored by our players' Epic accounts. Everything I talked about today, both player and developer programs,
They
will be
really want to go
available
after
when the
Steam.
mobile
Make an
stores
Epic
expand,
OS.
and that will also launch with self-publishing
That
tools
way it
that'll
can
make it
just
easy for our mobile developers to release their apps.
Make a Linux
To learn more about our
Epic
plans for
machine.
EGS, we invite you to join us this afternoon at 3:30 over at Moscone. And now to share some incredible UEFN updates, here's Zach's person.
Here's the next. You're not even going to introduce them? Oh, that's their name. I thought you said the next person. Next person.
Fortnite has had an incredible year this year, and you were a critical part of that. This time last year, we launched Unreal Editor for Fortnite and the new creator economy to fuel investment and development in the Fortnite ecosystem. And today, we have lots more to share about what's next. Since we launched the UEFN beta, we've released countless features, and you have built and published more than 80,000 incredible experiences that have been played by more than 130 million
Incredible
players.
Islands.
Let's take a look
I
at
didn't
some
know you can
highlights
do
from the
this.
islands published with UEFN.
You can make custom games? That looks good. Yeah, I didn't know people were doing this. Why am I not playing Fortnite? You know, horror level, roller coaster level, like that's like a Sunset Overdrive kind of thing. That's straight up War Machine. That's, I feel like Marvel can have some complaints there.
The breadth and depth what you've been able to make in UEFN continues to amaze us. Like every day feels like Christmas, like when we go in and see what people are publishing. And your amazing work has already resulted in more than $320 million paid out since we launched UEFN and Creator Economy 2.0. There's no secret path to success.
Are
when you
people
publish a
selling
game in
their
Fortnite.
maps?
You make a game, players play it. And
I'm
you
so
get
out of
paid.
the loop on Fortnite, man.
But we're not here to talk about
I've
what's
just been
already
like
happened.
interested in
Instead, let's take
the
a look at
music
some of the
side,
highlights of what's new in
the
UEFN
festival.
for 2024.
So that's
So
pretty
with
much
recently
it.
released features, you can now design top-down gameplay, side scrollers, and more. Try out the fixed point camera, fixed angle camera, and third-person camera devices
Oh my
all for
God.
yourself. And later this year, we're happy to finally announce that we're going to release the highly requested first-person camera.
I don't know if it feels like Fortnite at that point if you make it first person.
It took a while.
But
We know.
yeah.
And we're making
But
more
it makes
IP from
sense
Epic's
if you're
portfolio
making
widely
custom
available for
games,
use in
yeah.
creator-made experiences. I'm here to share that we'll be adding Fall Guys assets, animations, and of course, lovely Fall Guys beans
Oh great.
to UEFN in May, so you can build your own frantic obstacle courses right
Oh
inside
my God.
Fortnite.
You're gonna be able to play Fall Guys in
And also
Fortnite.
starting today, we're releasing rocket racing templates and devices for you to build your own race tracks using the same track designs we use to build
we
rocket
got
racing.
Trackmania in Fortnite now.
So for the next stage of Fortnite, and ultimately the open metaverse that Epic is building towards, we need tools that solve for interoperability, scalability, and resilience. That is what led us to develop Verse, a powerful programming language that we released last year. And since we introduced Verse, we've added loads of new features: persistence, runtime error telemetry, incremental garbage collection. And we're continuing to move as fast as we can. And on top of that, this year we're introducing that we are building a scene graph system built right on top of the Verse language. It's an entity and component framework that enables you to dynamically manipulate objects in your game. The system is designed to be simple, easy to learn, and eventually powerful enough to build AAA game content. And an important point about the scene graph is that while it's coming first to UEFN, it will eventually become the foundation for all content built in the Unreal Engine. We're starting with an experimental version launching in the next couple of months with the goal of scene graph being available to all creators in UEFN by the end of the summer. If you want to learn more, we have a scene graph talk tomorrow at 4 p.m. over at NI Moscone. So next, this year we're also going to be enabling physically simulated characters in UEFN and Creative, and the ability to dynamically simulate any static mesh. So this is basically the Lego Fortnite physics and destruction system that we worked really hard on that now are being released broadly for all creators. We're super excited about the potential of true networked physics sandbox gameplay to enable creators to make interactive and emerging games that were previously not possible in Fortnite. So beyond the technical capabilities of the tools, just as important as making your game is finding your game. We saw new islands published in Fortnite go from 50 islands a day to well over 500 brand new experiences published every single day in Fortnite.
Ow.
So in discoverability is a key focus of ours. The goal is to give
Yeah,
every
because you
island a
imagine
chance
like
to find
you're
an audience.
it's saturated
We've
at that
already done
point,
a lot
right?
over the last year to improve Discover, and now we're going to be adding features and functionality specifically to the creator pages, including ability to follow creators, link out to social media platforms, and make it much, much easier for you to build your own distinct creator community. So we've talked a lot about what's coming to UM in 2024. There's a much deeper roadmap talk tomorrow that I encourage you to go and see in Moscone. But let's talk a bit about like what are we doing next for our first-party development here at Epic. So we've always used our own games to push the engine forward, make sure it's battle-tested for creators.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time for Fortnite development to move over to UEFN and Verse.
It's crazy that
By the
Fortnite's
end of
its own like
2025, we're going to ship
development
our first
tool.
season of Fortnite Battle Royale developed in UEFN. So by moving our primary development to UEFN and Verse, our aim is to accelerate feature development and ultimately result in a much more robust toolset for all developers faster. And what it means to everybody that chooses to use UEFN is that this is us ensuring that you're going to be able to build experiences at the level and depth and quality of Battle Royale going forward right inside Fortnite. So there's a lot more coming for creators in 2024, and some of those features are much better shown in person and in a live demo than me just talking about them. So why don't we welcome Pat and Michael to the stage, and they can show you more.
Yeah. I want to see what this means.
Everyone. All right, thank you, Sax. You mentioned the evolution of UEFN, and now we'd like to share a project that we've been using to drive that progress. Hey, Michael.
Hi, everybody.
Here we are running live in UEFN, and Michael's playing for us.
Okay.
We're surrounded by just a handful of the prefab buildings and props you can find in the content folder of every project. But if you can't find the exact theme or the art style that you're after, you're going to need to customize.
Mm-hmm.
For example, what if you wanted to make a game set on a classic 1970s style sci-fi spaceship? Let's step into this rift and show you what can happen. Welcome to the Talisman, a deep space cargo vessel. We built this ship to show you how unique your world can look when you create high-quality, custom assets and bring them into your UEFN experience. Hey, Michael.
Yeah?
Can we get Bright Bomber back? We still need a player to help us look around.
I think she should be dropping in soon.
Gonna fit within the
Okay.
world.
Maybe not the most elegant entrance ever, but she made it, and now we can start to explore the ship. Straight away, we're switching off the Fortnite HUD with the HUD controller device so we can show you more of our environment.
Okay.
As Sax mentioned earlier, cameras are also one of the things that can be customized in UEFN. For example, with the new Orbit camera device, we can push way in, past the player entirely. Let's use this camera to explore the crew quarters. All right, this view allows you to focus more on what the player's looking at, and it's helpful if you're interested in making more narrative-style games.
Okay.
All right, how about we compromise and back out halfway so we can see more of our player again? All right, great.
Crazy, you're making like
Now
entire
we're moving across
games
the hall
within
to the common
Fortnite.
room in the galley. I'm excited for you to see the complexity of lighting in these rooms. We're optimizing for lumen by selectively disabling shadows, reducing light overlap, and swapping in light functions for geometry shadows. Customizing the look and feel of your UEFN game is going to be a consistent theme in 2024 and beyond. Combining release devices and verse code as we are here gives you the control and the freedom to make your experience unique. That verse code you just saw actually has to do with assigning our player a quest. We're going to trigger it using several standard devices. But instead of going back to the Fortnite UI, we've styled the pop-up messages and the maps to fit our sci-fi experience. All right, you'll notice there's a waypoint on the map for us now. So we've got a mission to find our crew, so let's get moving. It's worth noting, even though we're showcasing a tremendous amount of detail inside the ship, the total environment still checks in under 200 megs. It's incredible that you can get this level of visual detail in that size profile. And to achieve this, we're relying on a combination of mid-poly kit bash parts, fully procedural materials, and mesh decals. With efficient build techniques, you can make big games
Damn.
with the small packages. All right, according to our mini-map, our objective's waiting for us on the other side of that door over there. Let's go check it out.
What?
I'm glad you're here. The crew's been waiting for you, and we're ready to
That's
help you
not
build
feeling
what's next.
Fortnite, man.
Come on, let's go.
It's so weird.
Metahumans are now available for import into UEFN as non-player characters. Thank you. So Michael's jumped us back into the editor so we can get a look at our captain behind the scenes. As you can see, we carefully optimize for both quality and efficiency. We've gone from almost 1 gig for a hero metahuman down to approximately 60 megs in UEFN with an average complexity hairstyle.
Huh.
And we wanted to make this process as easy as possible. You just save your custom metahumans in the metahuman creator. This captain character was based on the Rue metahuman preset. Once you have your creations saved in My Metahumans, they'll be available to you in our new metahuman importer in UEFN. And depending on your project's requirements, there are also multiple quality options for you to choose from. Now, we can't talk about metahumans without also addressing the workflow creators use for creating costumes. There are many ways to author clothing, but in this case, we're using Marvelous Designer, a leading digital clothing software. In fact, we worked with our friends at Clo, the makers of Marvelous Designer and Clo 3D, to integrate our metahuman body data into their software and provide a new USD export option for your garments. That export includes geometry, materials, and the data you need for simulation setup. Now on screen, you're seeing the garment that was exported from Marvelous Designer being brought into the cloth panel editor in UE 5.4, and from there, we're setting up custom chaos simulations that have realistic cinema quality looks. As part of this tech in the upcoming UE 5.4, we're introducing an auto sim setup that has sim data ingest, auto LOD generation, and auto skinning. In addition, you always have the option to take a more bespoke approach like we have here if you want more iterations and finer control. Okay, cloth physics are available in UEFN as early access starting today, and now we'd like to show you
We're
how
still
easy
talking
it is
about
to dress a
Fortnite, by the
metahuman
way.
character. Michael's going to demonstrate this for us live in the UEFN editor. All right, take it away, Michael.
Thanks, Pat. So the first thing we're going to do is hide the default outfit that came in from MetaHuman Creator. Next, we'll add a new Chaos Cloth component. This allows us a place to drop our new dynamic cloth object. This was actually created in Marvelous Designer, set up in UE 5.4, and imported here into UEFN. Now that we have that, let's add a new animation so we can see how the cloth moves. Then we come down to the cloth, turn on simulate, and just like that, we have moving cloth here inside UEFN.
It's crazy.
All right, cool. So from there, our metahuman's ready to be used in the game. And we're really excited to offer cloth physics in UEFN for the first time. It's so important for creating convincing characters. And you're not limited to clothing on characters. You can use cloth physics anywhere in your environment. At last year's State of Unreal, you saw the power of MetaHuman Animator in UE, and we're pleased to say that those same tools are now available to creators in UEFN. And don't forget, using our latest character device, you can also add a performance to some of your favorite Fortnite characters. You might have seen this in the recent Joke Night experience produced by Trevor Noah. For getting capture data into UEFN, we recommend using our new
Well, I got
app.
see that.
This allows almost all capture devices that can stream to UE5 to also stream directly into UEFN and get recorded there. Even more third-party devices will be supported in LiveLink Hub soon. What's next for the Talisman is really up to you as creators. It's just one example of the many worlds that you might be dreaming of building for your next game. We've presented a workflow you can use to make compelling characters and a much clearer path for dynamic clothing. Really excited to see what comes next. Metahumans as NPCs and cloth physics are available in UEFN today, and the Talisman environment is playable in our booth here at GDC. It'll be released as a template soon. We also have a tech talk here at 3:30 p.m. this afternoon that explores the techniques we use to create this project. Thank you. Sax, turn things back over to you.
Thank you both. Huge thank you to everyone that built the demo. And it's so awesome to see metahumans finally make their way to UEFN. And to celebrate that, we're starting next month. UEFN creators will get a 1-year license to Marvelous Designer for free to clothe the digital humans in UEFN.
Interesting seeing what comes of that.
So we've talked about our new tools and plans for the future. And now we want to introduce a new initiative that we're embarking on with our partners at the LEGO Group. Starting today, you can create your own islands using LEGO elements, LEGO minifigs, and publish them directly to Fortnite's global audience. With this effort, the LEGO Group is pioneering a brand new way to work with creators. To tell us much more, let's welcome Kai to the stage.
Thank you, Sax. We are here today to share our vision for how we are expanding the future of digital play with game developers and fellow creators here at State of Unreal. In the last 90 years, the LEGO Group has gone from the simple, humble brick with massive possibilities to one of the world's most beloved brands. The LEGO brand brings out the kid in all of us. And today, you will see how we're democratizing powerful creative tools, continuously seamlessly bridge the world of physical and digital play. We've already brought the magic of LEGO building into the Fortnite ecosystem with the survival crafting game, LEGO Fortnite. The game, built in UE, is continuing to expand its scale and creative possibilities.
Okay.
At the LEGO Group, we are beginning to integrate UE across our full portfolio of play experiences. UE is already being used to power LEGO Ninjago, our iconic homegrown IP. This includes the physical packaging of LEGO sets, LEGO linear content like the new TV series, Dragons Rising, and marketing assets used to advertise the content. Seeing the power of UE, we had so many ideas for bringing diverse play experiences to audiences of all ages, and we couldn't wait to get our hands on UEFN. As a first step, we launched 2 new LEGO Islands in Fortnite. And today, we're announcing even more LEGO Islands available now. They're suitable for players of all ages, and you'll play using your favorite LEGO styles. Let's take a look.
I'm
LEGO
curious
Prop
about
Hunt
LEGO Fortnite.
builds on popular prop hunt mechanics to create
again, it
whimsical
looks
LEGO
more
fun
fun
for
than
you and
Minecraft,
other
but
players in a wacky shopping
it still
mall.
looks different, you know, because
LEGO
again,
Battle Arena
Minecraft got
enables you
boring
to
and
become the next Benjitsu master. Enroll
Seems
in
it-
training
it's-
at the
it
LEGO
seems like a
Ninjago
fresh
Dojo,
take on
compete
it.
against other trainees, and prove yourself. LEGO Cat
There's,
Island
like, more you can do.
Adventure is a playful game all about taking care of a friendly cat on an island.
Wait, what?
You need to complete tasks to keep your cat happy, and they'll let you know if
Oh my
they're not.
god.
These games introduce a brand new type of play in Fortnite, and something we hope all players will love. Keep an eye out for even more games coming soon. One about the wonders of space, and another that lets players complete challenges while flying. We hope everyone has such much fun playing these new Lego Islands as we did making them. Check them out in Fortnite Discover today.
They're available today. Or sorry, it would have been last week. When was this?
But the Lego Group won't be the only game
earlier
that's
this week?
creating Lego Islands today. The next Lego Islands will come from you. Today we're introducing a brand new set of tools that
This
enable
is
you to
this is
build
really
your own
cool
Lego
because
Islands.
it's like a
And
it's
we
like
announced our partnership with Epic, one of our key
man, like
communities,
if I'm
to
thinking
enable
back to like the
players to unlock
earliest
their
forms of
potential
this
as
that I've
digital
experienced
creators.
have been like
It
Halo
started with Lego
3
Fortnite,
with the
and it
Forge maps
continues
and
today.
stuff and seeing the different
We
types
are
of
adding new Lego
games,
templates so that you can bring the
like
benefits
creating
of the
actual
Lego
like games
system and
within
play to life digitally.
the limitations of what that editor and
Building with
everything
Lego
was.
elements in these
And this is
templates
like on
is
a
just
whole
the
new
beginning,
level.
and my colleague Anders is here to tell
Because
you more.
there's games that you can play within Fortnite, and within those games, people are making other games.
Thank you, Kai. I'm going to show you what you can do with these tools, and let's dive in. The Lego tools and templates are available in both UEFN and Fortnite Creative, so you can access them across all platforms. You can start building your own Lego island by selecting one of the 4 custom templates. Let's begin with our colorful obstacle course, where you can traverse and explore the island, filled with different platforming challenges.
Well, when you only have certain
Home Builder
pieces,
is
you
a
don't care
lovely little
about how
neighborhood
realistic
where
something
Fortnite
looks.
and Lego homes coexist. You have the possibility to build your own home or an entire village, and allowing you to leverage the proven Fortnite creative building system that has powered creative for years. We also have a template focused on musical experiences and experimentation using
Cool.
patchwork. And finally, we have a start island for those who prefer a blank canvas. We're also providing a huge library of Lego assets to make your Lego island unique. There are different prefabs to get you started, and galleries to flesh out the world, and much, much more for you to play with and customize your creation. You also have full creative freedom to move, adjust, add, or take away anything you want. And many creative devices are also available for you to use in your game. For example, you can place a movement modulator to launch your players into the sky. And at any point, you can switch to gameplay mode to see what players will experience and really get a feel for how much fun they'll have playing your game.
You can make so many different
You
kind
can
of
enable your
obstacle
players
games.
to build, add Lego elements or Fortnite props, or have fun with the sound effects and music. And also, take a look at these exciting Lego weapons and items that your players will have available, including the explosive goo gun. But careful, it's super effective in breaking down your Lego models.
Oh my god.
Once you're happy with your Lego island, it's time to get it published. Use Creator Portal to publish your island directly to millions of Fortnite players to find through, discover, and play with their friends. You do need to be 18 to publish and monetize in Fortnite, and Lego Islands
That's
needs to
crazy.
be suitable for a 10+ audience.
Sure, yeah.
With these
This is
Lego
part of the
tools,
Lego brand.
Epic and the Lego Group will enable you to build a whole host of new Lego experiences with endless possibilities for everyone to enjoy. It's a new era for creativity with Lego elements in a digital
You can make
setting
and
like
sell
never
your own
before,
fucking
and we
game
believe Fortnite
within
is a
Lego
place where your
within
imagination
Fortnite.
can run wild. Please stop by the UFN kiosk on the GDC floor or hop into Fortnite today to take a spin with these templates. And be sure to join us live at the Lego Creator Talk later today
That's
to
mind-blowing.
get a deeper dive on these new tools. And the tools and the templates are just the beginning.
And then
And
keep
it's
in
exciting
mind,
for us to see the joy
Disney's
of
doing
building
their
and pride of
own
creation that
Fortnite thing
players
that's going to
and
be
creators
happening
around the world
later.
already know and
So
love,
they're going to have like
brought
their
to life
own
with this
side
amazing
of
suite
Fortnite.
of digital
And then
tools.
what are they going to
Just
do
open
for creators as
UEFN
well?
or Fortnite Creative to
Like
get started.
making your own
Thank you.
Disney stories or something? Can only imagine.
Thank you to Anders and Kai. This initiative enables you to develop legitimate commercial games using world-class IP without getting lost in contracts and negotiations. With a single agreement and a predetermined engagement payout shared to the IP owner, you can make the game you've always dreamt of. This is another view into how we see the future of our gaming platform supporting both creativity and IP rights. Let's end the era of cheap knockoffs and instead facilitate IP-based games that we can all be happy with and proud of. That's everything we're announcing today. As we work to build the open metaverse, having partners that share a vision is critical. For 2 years,
Yeah,
we've
so
been
that's
on this journey with the Lego Group.
This really
We
is the
recently
end of the
announced
showcase.
a multi-year project with Disney to
There you go,
collaborate
Disney.
on an all-new games and entertainment universe connected straight to Fortnite. We're thrilled to be working with them and so many others to bring this vision to life. For the vision to become reality, we need all kinds of experiences, from AAA studios, indie developers, to creators who are just getting started. Everything we shared on stage today, from UE 5.4 to Fortnite creator tools to the mind-blowing demos from our partners, is bringing us much closer to this goal. And we hope you're as excited as we are about everything our teams across Epic are working on. Come later for our tech talks here in the Moscone, visit our teams in our booth. You are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in game development, and you are pushing us to do better. Thank you.
From that presentation, I feel like they did not need to lay off a bunch of people. So that's the back of my mind. But yeah, that was super cool. All the stuff that they showed off. Obviously for me, like the biggest thing that I was most interested in seeing was the Marvel game, 1943 Rise of Hydra. Much more excited for that now, seeing the demo and the work that they put into that game. So I'm curious. We still haven't seen any gameplay per se. Everything that was shown was in engine, but we still don't really know what the game is. But I imagine it's an action heavy game like Uncharted is. So it's definitely exciting for sure. But yeah, that was super cool. I'm gonna I don't have time for everything else, so I'm gonna slowly be going through other stuff I've missed. There's the Future Game Show that happened yesterday. Don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that, but that's gonna happen at some point. So yeah, if this is uploaded to YouTube, you're watching this after the fact, and you want to see more group reaction stuff, podcasts, stuff like that, definitely check out the Spawn Trap channel, youtube.com/@SpawnTrapGames. I'm trying to organize another gaming podcast so we can talk about some stuff. Jordan keeps bugging me for a Last of Us podcast. I told him if he can hang on for season 2, because it's hard enough getting everybody together. If we can get it before season 2, I feel like it's more appropriate if we talk about that before season 2. So yeah, stuff like that we're gonna be working on. For me, again, I plan on streaming Sunday night, very late at night, if we are streaming at all. We'll be continuing Baldur's Gate 3, and then the regular schedule for the rest of the month is Thursday and Friday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, for my live stream channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I do live streams over at youtube.com/@TilPlaysLive. You can watch the live streams there, archive streams. All the streams get archived on that channel, except for streams like this. So I am live streaming this to Twitch, but these get uploaded later to the main YouTube channel, which you're probably watching on right now, youtube.com/TilPlays. And then the schedule is going to be changing in April. It's most likely going to be Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays are going to be the backlog days for, and I'm playing through Horizon Forbidden West right now. Saturdays are going to be alternating games, and Sundays are going to be Baldur's Gate 3, unless we finish the game during that time. Then we're going to be switching to something else. So if you want to see those streams live, make sure that you're following on Twitch or YouTube and turn on notifications so you know when I go live. You can also join the Discord in the Linktree link down in the description below, or in the bottom left corner of the screen here, as well as all the other places where you can follow me. I am mostly active right now on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky, so definitely follow me on those platforms. Make sure that you're following the Spawn Trap channel as well. And video I'm going to be working on later today, is the free video games channel. As for the free video games channel, if you don't know, youtube.com/@freevideogames. I'll let you know about all the free games that you can play every weekend. I'm going to be working on that video today. Hopefully have it released tonight so I can do another one of these reaction streams. If not, I know that there's a lot of PlayStation Plus games. A lot of PlayStation Plus games I need to talk about. So if I can't get the video done tonight, and it's going to be ready for tomorrow morning instead, then there's probably no stream. But we'll see. If there's something that I missed, a big showcase that you want to see me react to or talk about, let me know in the comments down below. And what were you most excited for from this showcase? Let me know. And I'll see you next time.